I wanted to talk about this concept. I wanted to talk about this concept that really should not be new and novel stuff, and that is basically remembering what it was like before you went vegan, and thinking about how you would respond to somebody acting the way that you are. Would you respond positively or would you respond negatively? And don't let your ego get in the way. Like, actually critically think about this and think, is the way that I'm going about my vegan activism, is that something that would attract me to this lifestyle? Is that something that would attract my friends or family or a lot of people near me? Is that something that would attract them to this lifestyle? And if the answer is yes, then keep doing what you're doing. But if the answer is no, then let's start thinking about how we're actually going about our activism. And when I say activism, I don't mean like, you have to go to the mall and, protest fur and stuff like that. That's great if you want to do that. But, I haven't done that, and I consider myself an activist as well. But what I mean is, like, in your everyday life, like when you're talking to people, make sure that you're not condescending. Make sure that you're not just like trying to vomit all of your information onto these people. Make sure that you're just sort of showing people how to be vegan, showing them that you can still be the same person that you were before, show them that, you can just be vegan and just not consume animal products, and like that's the only change you really have to make. And I think that is really powerful, and I think also coming from a place of humbleness, a place of giving, and a place of wanting to help, not because they need your help, but maybe coming from a place of helping because, maybe you wish that somebody else had helped you the same way that you're helping someone. Don't help someone in, a way that's like, you need my help and I have all the answers, and tend to help people who are open to it, because think of veganism as being in a room, okay? And you can't just bash your way into this door. You can't just bash your way into veganism. The door has to be open. The door has to be opened to you, whether it's through documentaries or an argument that you've heard or something that you've seen. The door has to be opened, and then you can go into that room that is veganism. You can't just bash your way in, okay? And I think that's what a lot of vegans try to do. They just try to, bash their friends into the vegan room instead of just opening the door little by little and just welcoming them into the room that is veganism. Recently, I'm going to be very, very vague with this story because I don't want this person, if they ever see this video, which they probably won't, if they see this video, I don't want them to feel like, other people know about their story because I want it to be private for them. So this is somebody that I barely know. I see them on a relatively daily basis. We just have some small talk, and they let me know that they had X health issue going on. And I was like, you know what, I hope everything turns out well for you, and I just just generic things, because I do care about them. But I wasn't going to just vomit all of my information onto them. But what I did instead was I bought a vegan book, again being kind of vague because I don't want this story to be specific. I bought them a vegan book that you've probably read. It's a very, very common one. And I just gave it to them. And I just said, this is for you. And they were just shocked that this guy that barely knows them gave them a vegan book. And it doesn't say anything about veganism on it. But it is about a whole food, plant-based diet. And I came, I guess, from a place of generosity and kindness, and I think we all know through our personal life that you tend to want to listen to people who are generous to you. You tend to want to listen to people who are nice to you. You tend to want to listen to people who go out of their way for you. You don't want to listen to somebody who's being annoying. You don't want to listen to someone who's being preachy. Even if this person is very intelligent, even if this person, they know exactly what they're talking about and they're shooting down all your statements, no, you're wrong because of this, and they're making total and complete sense. You still don't want to listen to them if you don't like them. If you don't like somebody, you're not going to listen to them. You're just going to shut them off. But if somebody comes at you being insanely generous, insanely kind, I'm not saying I'm insanely generous or kind, but if somebody does something like that, aren't you more likely to listen to them? So that's I guess that's my take-home message and my story. What I tried to show is be the kind of vegan that you would listen to.